Welcome back to another video, guys. In today's video, we spent probably about 16 hours worth of fishing on this pond. 4 separate days of trying to figure out the pond, trying to figure out where the fish are at. This is the pond with the moving structure with that little floating island, as we call it. We're trying to find a big one. So this was 2 weeks ago. Part of the video is when Alex was here, and then it's after Alex left. I saw a couple of big fish while Alex was here, and I was like, I need to go back out there and try it a little bit more. So that's what we did. And I don't want to spoil it for you, but we did some more fishing. Stay tuned. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, all the fish are going to probably be like in the middle of the pond and in the back. We're back, video, what is this? Video number 3 maybe? Video number 2? I'm not sure what order these are gonna be posted in, but we're out here on what we like to call Pond X. Pond X is a pond where I've heard from multiple people, multiple trustworthy people, that there are huge fish in here. There's huge bass and there's huge catfish. We're gonna be bass fishing today. One day I'm gonna build up enough courage to come out here and try to catch one of these monster catfish that are supposedly in this pond. Hopefully we can find ourselves one of those nice big old big mouth bass. Also, Mr. Alex Rudd has helped me confirm that there is a floating island in this pond. If you've seen this pond on the channel before, you know that there's a piece of land that floats around, that moves around this pond. I didn't know for a fact it floated, but I got to the back of the pond one day and the back composition of the pond was totally different than it was a couple of days before. So I was like, that's not normal. But yeah, there's a floating island in this pond. But we're about to go, we're gonna go catch probably 30, 40 bass real quick in the next 30 minutes, and we'll talk to y'all again on the outro. So stay tuned. Let's go have us a little evening of fishing. You guys, I'm planning on probably sticking to topwater just because I like to catch them on topwater. This frog has absolutely been through it, so we'll probably try to go catch some on this frog. We'll start off with that. If that's doing it for us, then we'll keep doing that. But if that's not doing it for us, then we're not gonna keep doing that. We got all types of topwater stuff. We have choppos, jaywalkers, a whole bunch of different stuff. So we'll figure it out together. I feel like I've done a line of pollen before we got out here. Oh, that got away from me. Hey, that's our first one on the frog. He killed that. Thanks, dude. That was quicker than I thought it would happen. Hey, don't burn my hand off. Woo! Look at that. That's a nice, not a trophy bass, but hey, it is a start. Look at that, our frog came off again. This thing has just been through it. These fish hate this thing. I just heard the flat splash and set the hook before I even saw like water move or anything. Boom. Boom. Let's go! Let's go! Just kidding. Let's go. That's bass number 1. Look, nice quick release. Now we have to figure out how we're gonna fix our frog, and we're gonna mess up our spot. Yeah, that's the fun of it, though. Me and Alex are talking. Next time he comes down here and fishes with us, he's gonna bring his boat, and we'll have kayaks. I'll probably have another kayak by then. So we can kind of do a little bit different style of fishing. We don't have to try to, or we can fish off of his boat and we don't have to ruin our spots after we catch one. That happened actually a lot faster than I thought it would. Yeah, back over there. Yeah. There's a house back over there, so it's probably. That was a nice cast. Dude, that one didn't weigh but like a pound and a half, but he ate it good. Yeah, when I come out here, dude, I just throw topwater. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey. Big mistake, buddy. Another thing I tell you, a lot of the bites out here are like slow. Like working it slow. Like the big one that I hooked out here was just like, it was basically sitting there. Ow. Dude, my knot on my, like my braid to mono on this, like my backing, like it came undone and the mono like cut my finger. Yeah. So in the back of this pond, we might not be able to get to it today, but there's like creeks and whatnot, and I've never caught anything back in them, but one day there's gonna be a big one back in there. Like if you just paddle all the way to the back, like once you get back here, you'll see it. There's like, it changes because these islands float, I guess, but some days you kind of have access to more of the pond. So I'm not sure if like fish can get trapped back there or whatnot, but like I think it'd be worth trying to fish like a Texas rig back in there, if you can reach it. Oh, let's go, baby. I watched him come up and he choked it too, dude. Yeah. Dude, the frog is like gone. He's inhaled it. Look at that. And he's still going too. Come here, chill. Dude, that might be the coolest, like deepest frog eat I've ever had. Chill, just chill out. Cool thing is I like watched him come up and get it too. Dude, that's like a nice 2-3 pounder. Oh, dude, he straightened out one of my frog hooks. No. This one has a fat mouth on him. Good thing is the hooks don't stick up, so. Oh no, he didn't. I thought he bent out one of my frog hooks. I was like, I've never seen that before. That's a good 2, maybe 3 pounder. We'll take them. Oh, let's go. Let's go. See ya. Let's go. That's the 2 fish in the trophy pond. Pond X, excuse me. This is Pond X. This isn't the trophy pond. I just couldn't have 2 trophy ponds. I figured that'd be confusing. And this one really doesn't have a name. So I was like, this would be Pond X. That sounds cool. That's what they give all the cool superheroes. Like, or that's what all the cool kids say whenever something's super cool. They just put an X in front of it. All right, guys. So what you're looking at right here in front of me, this is the island that moves. So it'll basically it'll make a different layout every time you come back here to this pond. I need to honestly start coming back here and fishing this pond more often just to see if there's like a specific island position that they prefer. Guess I should probably pick that frog back up too. Like that's what I was getting bites on. There's no point in picking something new up if you get 2 on the frog. Probably only been out here for about 30 minutes and already got 2, so. We'll stick with that. But if you lose the devil, get your soul. That's your Larry Melton Jr. performance of that. Little known fact, I've actually grown really fond to country music. Because I mean, I fish every day and I fish in the country every day. So like, eventually you're gonna have to go to Y2K country and just vibe it out. So I know every Tim McGraw song off of Y2K country.
8 hours later.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are at the mystical, the magical Pond X. I named this place Pond X because this is supposedly one of the best ponds in the state of Alabama. I say that with low intentions, or with, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but it's supposedly one of the best ponds in America size-wise, but quantity and numbers, not America, Alabama. I'm sure there's a place that just curb stop this place. But with that being said, we got some fishing to do out here. We really want to catch. We've been trying to catch a double digit. We caught a 5-pounder earlier today, and we caught a whole bunch of 3s and 4s. But today we had some storms this morning, and I figured today was the perfect day to come out here, middle of the day, the time where you really don't think you're going to catch a big one, but where the big ones start to bite. We got some dirty water. We have shad color, chartreuse color stuff that big fish want. I think I'm gonna focus on throwing the spinnerbait a lot around a lot of this grass out here. There's some floating islands, and check this out. Just so you know I'm not lying, there is one of the floating islands was blocking the boat ramp. So I had to back the boat down, like knock the island back with the boat to put the boat in this pond. So it was almost like it was blocked off, like it wasn't meant to be. But you have to take the road less traveled sometimes. You know, people that have those nice, fancy, shiny glitter rockets, they don't want to do that. And you know, I'm all for it. Let's do it. Let's get into it. So, let's see if we can find one of these elusive Pond X bass. You can catch them out of here. I've hooked a couple of big ones, but I've probably been on this pond maybe 5 or 6 times, and I've been skunked 2 of those 5 times, and I've caught some small ones, and I've caught a few big ones in the back. So we're gonna try to figure out this thing today. I'm really not sure what to expect, what to think is gonna happen, anything of that nature. We're gonna fish this motor oil colored worm. It doesn't match the water clarity at all. I think of motor oil, normally I think of like bluish water, greenish water, something with a little bit of stain to it, not necessarily like brown water. When I think of brown, I think of June bug, black and blue plum, stuff like that, a little bit darker colors. But in the other pond that we fished this morning and yesterday, they were tearing this up. They tore it up so much to the point of we only have 1 to fish out here. So this thing is gonna have to make it work. We still have the other ones in the deck of the boat. So hopefully we can figure out a little quick bite today and get on a few big mouth bass. But stay tuned. Hopefully we can find a few. I'm not sure what to expect out here. Like, I mean, I've caught pounders out here. I've hooked fish that are 7s and 8s. I do not have a scale on the boat. I have one in the truck that I should probably go get, but you know how it goes. When you don't have a scale, you catch the big ones. And I'd much rather catch a big one and not have a scale than not catch a big one and have a scale. So, with that being said, stay tuned. Enjoy today's video, because we're gonna catch some big ones at Pond X today. So, stay tuned. Just think these floating islands are so cool, because I feel like it's a new opportunity every time you come out, because as the structure changes once a week in the pond, fish can be in totally different areas every single time you go out. So I think it's a super cool opportunity to kind of have a little refresher. I wouldn't mind if ponds always change structure, like if tree limbs were living and they were only alive for an hour so they could go to a new place, like every day or every other day, however, or once a week. If they can move once a week, you get a bite down, then you know the bite starts to slow down that next week. Don't worry, all the structure is gonna move. So you just find that new structure. It's a new area for the fish, and it's a new area for you to catch some big old big mouth bass. I almost didn't come out here, but I was like, heck, you know how many people probably drove by this pond? They're like, I'm not gonna fish it because there's something blocking the boat ramp. I can't be the same as everybody else. Mama always said be different. Oh, ooh, I'm not sure that was a fish. Might have been grass. Let me go back. Yeah, that's it right there. Grass. Okay. Now we move. So we have deep cranks, we have a frog, we have a spinnerbait today. So I'm not sure what we're gonna throw. I have all that stuff tied on right now, but here in about 5-10 minutes, you're gonna see me sit down and start switching stuff up, trying to Figure out what's the best way to attack or target these bass. Oh, there we go. There we go. This fish number one, baby, underneath that island. Of course the camera died. SD card error. It's the first time I've ever gotten one of those alerts. Oh, wait, that's not nice. Gotcha. Spin, spin. Do your little spinny thing you do. Boom, baby. All right, front camera it is. That's bass number one. Not a big one. Doesn't live up to the trophy pond name, but we hooked him right through the top of the mouth. Not sure if y'all can see that hook by his left eye, or right eye for left eye for y'all, right eye for me. Oh, let's go. Bass number one. Took us 9 minutes of being out here to get our first fish. Let's go. Can't be mad at that. Let's go, baby. That's fish number one. All right, see ya. Since I don't have a side camera anymore. I feel like that fish might have just been because my SD card only had a few seconds left, so I got that bite. I don't know. Like if you do YouTube, you'd understand. Or like if you try to make videos, you know how like when something, you know, for everything good that happens, there has to be something bad or whatever, however that goes. I feel like that's all that was. It was just a, hey, you're gonna catch this fish, but your camera's gonna turn off while you're fighting it. This whole week, it has been super rainy, super thunderstormy ever since Monday. Today's Wednesday, so we got probably like 2-3 more days, and I think it's supposed to rain some more next week. So I think whenever all this rain clears up, the water will be up. Give it 3 or 4 days. Hopefully the temperature will be down. Like if we can go 2 days with no rain, sunshine, and then like another day of rain to drop the temperature back down, I think that we could have a pretty decent fall bite, because it's been in the 70s every day for these past couple of weeks. So super excited for it, guys. Stay tuned. I'm calling it. We're before November, we're gonna end up hooking into like a really, really big fish. I'm calling it. I can feel it. You know, when you fish, you can just feel when something good is about to happen. I just have that feeling that something good is about to happen. Also, guys, I have Alex's channel linked down below in the description, so make sure to check him out. We had a lot of fun. He was here. It's been what, 2-3 weeks now since he's been here, and we got a whole bunch of fishing and filming done. So I'll probably still have a couple more videos that are gonna feature Alex. I'm probably gonna go to Tennessee at some point later on this year and get on some fish with Alex. So stay tuned for that. Let me know. Also, guys, if you could do me the biggest favor in the world and go like the creek fishing video, I have it tagged down below in the description. Alex said, I think it was for 5,000 likes on that video, he would come back and we would spend the night, do like a 24-hour challenge or whatever, in a creek, in a fish, or in a cave at a creek that we found. So if you could do me the solid and leaving this video right now and going to go like that video and come back here, that'd mean the world, because I really want to get Alex back down, because I feel like it would be so fun to spend the night in that cave and kind of have to explore the cave. You know, you have to explore it before you say you're going to spend the night in it, because when it's dark, whatever's in there obviously has the advantage because it lives in the cave. Yeah. So yeah, guys, thanks for clicking on the video. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what you want to see on the channel. Let me know what type of content you like. Thank you. Fish 'em hard. Have a good day.
Chasing the bag, I'm racing the clock. Look at them block, watching them flop. Used to see this in my sleep. When I ain't had shit but my thoughts in the car, I really was lost. Now I'm public with the soundscapes.